What's going on, y'all? If you ever wonder why things aren't going as great as they should be by now in your life, maybe it's because you haven't made the right choices in order for it to do so. And I'm not talking about taking control over a situation, because some things are just out of our control. And that can kind of lead to worrying. And worrying can, in the long run, lead to depression. So it's just totally impossible to take control over every single thing in your life. But once you try to look at things differently and have the courage to make changes in your life and do something about it, you'll see a much better outcome. Now, again, first of all, you have to have the courage to change the way you think. And in order to change the way that you think, you have to have the willpower to actually make those lifestyle changes. I had a mental and an emotional breakdown back in April, which led to me being on a more conscious awakening. And to explain my breakdown, it was like a scene in a movie when a spaceship has lost all communications and it starts to have an electrical malfunction, which causes the pilot to completely lose control of the aircraft. That's what I was going through, and I couldn't even control my thoughts. They were just all over the place, and everything was a negative thought. I was just at a place where I was just in fear, fear of the unknown, just not knowing what's going to happen. For no apparent, I just don't know why it happened, but it happened. And I just felt like it was nothing that I can do about it, but just go through it. And whatever it is I was going through, I couldn't control my thoughts. But what really helped me to settle down in that moment was water. Once I started to drink water, I didn't see a change. I didn't feel better right away. But I continued to drink water. Even though I was in an unsettled mind, I was starting to feel a little different just by drinking water. And I never really cared for drinking water as much as I do today. But again, you have to have the courage to change the way you're thinking. Sometimes, God will put us through things that will kind of force us to think a different way. And we just have to change our way of thinking, which led to the willpower that encouraged me to live a better lifestyle. And this wasn't an overnight process. It was not an overnight process. The next thing you want to do is change what you eat on a daily basis, because what we eat plays a huge role in our mind and our thoughts. Everything that we put in our body, it has something to do with the way that we live our daily lives. It just does. So, and it helps us think better if we're eating a full balanced meal or more healthier foods. It helps us to think better. So again, it may not be as easy as it sounds, but it all starts with your mind frame and just having the courage to think differently. Some people lifestyle changes starts with them becoming a vegan. Some starts with them cutting back on a lot of unhealthy foods or just changing a eating habit. Like, for example, junk food. I never been big on junk food, but I used to eat junk food late at night. I didn't eat it throughout the day, but I always had to have that late night snack. That's why I was putting on most of my pounds. And I cut all of that out once I started fasting. Some people choose to do intermittent fasting, which is just changing the time that you eat. And I also cut back on a lot of things that I used to eat. So all of that played a role in my weight loss. And I chose the 16-8 intermittent fasting. So there's 16 hours of me not eating anything and drinking nothing but water or maybe green tea. Most of all, water. And again, water is the best thing for you. It cleanses the body. It cleanses the kidneys. It's like the best thing for you. Nothing better than water. Now, I like green tea. I enjoy drinking green tea. I completely stopped cold turkey drinking coffee. I used to be a huge coffee fanatic. I was drinking coffee since a teenager. And when I tell you that I just stopped cold turkey, I did. And it wasn't a hard thing to do. But my body did, I did have the withdrawals from it, like the headaches and stuff like that. Other than that, I just pushed myself through the process. And I just went through it. I started eating more like healthier meals and more fruits and salad. I always did like fruits and salads, mostly vegetables and fruits more than salads. But now I consume more salads. On probably like every other day, I have to have a salad. But every day I gotta have a vegetable, and every day I'm eating fruits. I love bananas. They're high in potassium. I'm eating more berries now. I'm trying out different fruits that I didn't used to eat in the past. Things that are more good for you. I like strawberries. I never liked sweet strawberries. So that's a good thing, because it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to eat healthy if you're piling a lot of sugar on your strawberries. I know that a lot of people sprinkle the sugar on the strawberries. I never did like sweet strawberries. So that's, it benefits me even more so. And I never ate strawberries as much as I do now. So it's just all about trying out something new. You always get something out of trying. You always get something out of trying. But the first step into getting something out of trying is to force yourself to make those changes. Like, you really have to have the willpower to want to live better. And just trust the process. And you'll see how it'll have you thinking clearly, which will lead to a healthy and happier life. So that's just like part 1 of this video. I'll be back with another one in a more detailed video, how intermittent fasting benefits me. So if this, if you take a liking to this video, if you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you soon.